All right, so achievements in Dead Cells. So you're playing on the newest assist mode. Reaching areas for the first time in assist mode, sure, that's fine. They can have achievements for that. Remember, this is a single player game. Beating a boss for the first time with assist mode on, where you decrease like the HP of the boss, sure, that's fine. Unlocking boss cells for the first time with assist mode turned on, sure. And the reason why is that, again, as anti-uninstall technology, my issue here isn't people beating the game for free, it's people not playing the game. I want you all to hear me out on this, because a lot of people consider a lot of things as either cheating or overpowered. Even in aspects of life where it's like someone gets something that you worked hard for, in air quotes, easier than you, and it makes you angry for some reason. And that, like, if you dissect that a little bit, I think there's a lot to be said on this person got X that I worked for easier than me. And like, I will tell you all from the horse's mouth, I'm as, or at least I used to be, as much of a gatekeeper as some of like the worst Redditors that you all have seen in Hollow Knight, Dark Souls, all of that. My game of choice at the time was MMOs, and MMOs are actually sort of competitive. So the concept to me, and Final Fantasy XIV is the biggest example of this. On one patch, there's the strongest gear, you work really, really hard to get it, and then the new patch cycle comes out, the eye level goes up, and now all of a sudden, everyone who worked hard 3 months ago on the hardest content, all of that stuff is now obsolete. And the new players coming in get to do almost exactly what you did, not as difficult as you did it, but they get an easier pass to go through it, and they get the same rewards as you did. Don't think of it as, oh, this person just walks in, I did this fight 6 months ago, grinded to hell and back to get the items and able to do it, and now I'm dethroned. Technically, you're not, because you're doing the now hardest content, and the other person is now doing the old content, which is actually not hard anymore. It's okay for them to do that, because if they aren't doing it, they uninstalled the game and are not recommending it to other people, and they're not buying DLC. So are you going to play on assist mode? Maybe, maybe not. It's not that big a deal. You will probably like it if you try it, and you can always go back to what it was. What do you think of assist mode disabling flawless outfits and achievements? I think the only assist mode that probably has anything to do with that is lowering the health of the enemy. Like maybe easier parry and stuff like that, but even still, if easier parry is enabled and you're fighting against Scarecrow, I highly doubt this is gonna help you get the no-hit. I think a lot of people don't realize that getting a no-hit on bosses is harder than you think. It's really about game knowledge. And if you're playing on assist mode and you accumulated game knowledge to get a no-hit, you should probably get the achievement for it. Kind of taking away the meaning of it being achievements when you let the player make the rules. If you enjoy saying you bowled a perfect game without cutters being a factor, you'd think that'd be weird. So if someone bowled a perfect game with bumpers, I don't know if I could do that, to be perfectly honest. To say that they completed a game of bowl with bumpers, I'm not playing bowling, so I should be okay with it, right? It's just someone who, they enjoyed the game, they paid money to enter the establishment to play, knowing that there's COVID going on, and now they use the bumpers. I think that's fine. If I chose not to have people go into my bowling establishment because I know for a fact they're gonna use the bumpers, I am also an issue for the owner of the bowling alley. Like, I should want them to go in, I should want them to buy a couple beers, get a pizza, rent the shoes, and for all you know, them using the bumpers to bowl that perfect game, they might tell their buddies, yo, I just used the bumpers for the perfect game. They're like, yeah, I did bumpers at first too. And then like I slowly stopped doing them, inspires the person using the bumper to take them away. And now they're rolling perfect games too. In almost no circumstances is it bad. Best case scenario, you invested in assist mode and it paid off dividends in the end. Worst case scenario, you have mad Redditors. Worst case scenario, your tweets blow up. The big thing is that it's all optional. If you achieve those things without assist mode or without save scumming or whatever there is, you can still feel proud about it. The people who will use that assistance just to get achievements will be minimal. And even if they did it just to get the achievements, you should be, and maybe I'm the outlier here, but I feel like if someone bought the game for $25 or whatever the game is, this is your favorite game, by the way, they gave money to the devs to use assist mode to get all the achievements. They bought 3 DLCs, $5 a piece. They spent another $15, used the accessibility stuff to get all the achievements in the DLC. The devs are now up $25 plus $15. They gained a player. That player might suggest the game to someone else who originally thought they couldn't play the game because of whatever reason. It's not even always difficulty. Sometimes it's literally like they are physically unable to either see or do X. And now that person is potentially gonna pay another 25 plus 15. I feel like that's a no-brainer. If I could do that for my game, I mean, if you all want to not get money, that's okay. But I would like to get money for my fake game that I'm making. It's almost like the meme where there's like the bus, and there's the one side of the bus where the people are frowning and they're looking at like a poster, and there's the other side of the bus where everyone's happy with cameras and looking out on a horizon. Yeah, so it's like this one right here. 5-year-old player in 5DC complaining about assist mode. A new player who dropped $45 on Dead Cells just to play assist mode and tell their friends about the game. Take that fake meme that I just came up with, you'll get Reddit karma up the wazoo.